Nick Einhorn.
My name is Nick Einhorn. I've been performing magic professionally for the last 16 years. 10 years ago, I was asked to write a magic book for the public. Since then, I've written a selection of books which, luckily for me, have sold over 500,000 copies all over the world. What I love about magic is that moment of wonder that you can give to people and just make them concentrate on something which hopefully is so magical that it just blows their mind. There's no specific area in which I specialise. It's kind of a jack of all trades, master of none. That's not good, is it? No. The venue we're at tonight hosts a magic night once every couple of months. I'm going to be trying out what I hope to do on the night for Penn and Teller, and this is a great opportunity for me to do it in front of a live audience. I've just come off stage and things didn't actually go as well as I'd hoped. Something pretty important went horribly wrong, actually. I was pretty sure I was going to nail this, and I didn't. And if that happens on the night, then that's it, I'm out.
Fingers crossed, hoping for much better luck for him tonight. Will you please welcome Nick Einhorn?
Thank you. Thank you very much. Recent research has suggested that under pressure, women make better decisions than men. Well, this evening, I'm going to put the power of a woman's intuition to the test. I'm going to do that by choosing a woman completely at random from tonight's audience. And there's a lady just here. Hi, what's your name?
Catherine.
Catherine, you look random to me. Could you stand up for us? I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, and I want you to answer these questions impulsively. And if your instinct is right, then what we're about to do tonight, whilst not impossible, will be highly improbable. Okay? Now, I've combined my two loves, magic and food. And behind me, on my right-hand side, are three of my favourite dishes. Behind me here are three tables. Your first task is to decide which table to serve which dish to. So let's start off with this dish here. And would you like this served to table number 1, 2, or 3?
2.
Table number 2. Excellent. Now let's go back for the next one. Would you like this at table number 1 or table number 3?
1.
1. Do you want to change your mind?
No, I'm going to go 1.
Still table number 1.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. That leaves the final one, which has to go to table number 3. Super. Now, we need to find 3 hungry-looking men from tonight's audience who are going to represent our diners for the next few moments. So I'd like you to randomly choose any 3 men from tonight's audience. If you would go ahead and point to anybody here this evening.
1.
Hi, sir. What's your name?
Jack.
Jack, could you stand up where you are, please? Thank you. And somebody else?
2.
Your name, sir, is?
Daniel.
Daniel, please stand up. That's great. And one more person.
And the guy over there in the hat.
Yes, good. All the way back here. Super. Your name, sir, is?
Wayne.
Wayne. Gentlemen, I'm going to ask you to join me. If you need reading glasses, please bring them with you. As you come up, we'll give you a name badge and a microphone. Everyone else will give you a huge round of applause. Thank you for joining me, guys. You've got your name badges? Okay, Catherine. Catherine, we've got some more decisions to make here. You have to choose which of these envelopes, blue, red, and yellow, each of these guys get. So let's start with Daniel. Should he get the blue, the red, or the yellow envelope?
Red.
The red envelope for Daniel. So Daniel, if you could take hold of that for me. Thank you very much. And what about the blue envelope? Jack or Wayne?
Wayne.
Wayne gets the blue envelope, which Jack leaves you with the yellow envelope. Would you like to swap any of the envelopes around?
Swap the yellow and the red, yeah.
Bugger. Okay. Do you think Wayne looks like a man who should be sitting at table 1, 2, or 3?
2.
Go and sit at table number 2, please, Wayne. What about Jack?
3.
Go and sit at table number 3. And Daniel, you have to go to table number 1. You have the longest to walk. Thank you very much. Now, before they get too comfortable, do you want to switch them around? Maybe change the men's order at all?
No.
Okay, then your job is done. Now, let me just confirm a couple of things. First of all, I chose you completely at random from tonight's audience.
Yes, you did.
You placed those meals, those plates down on the table in any order you wanted, and you could have changed your mind. Then you chose 3 random men from tonight's audience, and then you gave them an envelope, and you could have changed the order. In fact, you did. Then you sat them down in this order, and even when I asked you to change your mind if you wanted to, you said no, you're happy with the order they're in.
Yes.
Your intuition led you to this point in time, and this is what it's all been about. Gentlemen, could I ask you to open your envelopes, please? Inside your envelopes, there'll be a message for each of you. I'm going to start off at table number 1 and ask you, please, Daniel, slowly and clearly to read your message.
A man by the name of Daniel will be asked to sit at table number 1, where he will be served chicken tikka masala and pilau rice.
Well, hang on just a moment, because from all of these people, you did pick a man called Daniel who's sitting at table number 1. Let's see if you're served in the right meal. Oh, yes. So you're at table number 2. Would you please slowly and clearly read your message?
Wayne will be instructed to sit at table number 2, where he'll be served burger and fries.
Well, again, Wayne is sitting at table number 2, but has he got a burger and fries? Yes! Which leaves you at table number 3. Would you please slowly and clearly read your message?
Which leaves Jack sitting at table number 3, where he'll enjoy a pizza.
This is Jack, this is table number 3, and this is a pizza. Catherine, thank you for making all the right decisions. Your intuition is doing so well this evening. Have a good evening. Thank you. Good night.
Mr. Nick Einhorn, ladies and gentlemen. Wasn't that incredible? Nick, remarkable. Wonderful stuff.
Hungry?
Well, I am a bit. I can smell the food. It smells good. That was remarkable. And I'm not particularly good with numbers. I can add up and stuff, but I know every time you add something and you give them a multiple choice or something, the permutations get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Absolutely.
So there were probably, if you think there were 3 initially you chose, and then the 3 had the 3 envelopes.
At least 40 billion.
So there's dozens, if not hundreds, of permutations. That could have gone any which way.
Yes, it could.
Let's find out what Penn and Teller think. Look at that, Penn sort of swinging his leg, and Teller's kind of given up, I think, frankly. He's not even... OK. What do you think?
If we believe that your audience selection was really random, then it took a while to get the people up on stage. That time may not seem like much to a layperson, but to a magician, that seems like enough time for you to very clearly have in your head the people's names. And of course, you already know what the food is going to be. And there's the 3 tables. And then she gave them the envelopes. Then you asked her if she wanted to change her mind. And she did. And then with things completely out of your hands, they switched the envelopes. The guys did, without you touching them. Then they walked over to the table and you gave them another chance to switch. And she didn't, but she could have. And then they opened up the envelopes, and it had not just the food on it, but the names of the guys, which you knew, you asked them. But it was at the right table, with the right food. And she switched them over here without you touching. That to a lay person. That is a remarkable trick. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely remarkable.
With very close to a century of combined knowledge of magic, Teller's huge magic library in Las Vegas, we are able to work together and talk back and forth with a sketch pad. And with that information, we were fooled. It couldn't be that.
No idea. No idea.
I mean, not a clue. I mean, if you put a gun to my head and said, take a guess, how did he do it? I would say, tell my family I love them.
Okay, can I say
We'll go sit down and you take the stage, man.
Thank you so much.
If you're in on it, I'm going to kill you.
just a lovely piece of work. That was so beautifully done, wasn't it?